What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Please do me a favor, take a moment, hit the like button for me, subscribe to my channel if you weren't already. Criticism in the comment section, as always, run over to Twitter, give me a follow. My username is Shutdown Safety. You see me playing All-Pro Football up on the screen. I've been playing this game a lot, actually, man. And you really see a lot of things that Madden lacks, capturing the details of football. And I mean, it's not something that I can make into a video or two, but it's just the visual return this game has. I mean, you can look at it, in my opinion, and see that it emulates football very well. It's the control this game gives you when you play it. And to be honest with you, those aren't things that you can sell on the back of a box. You know, the game either is going to have it or it's not. And that's all there is to it. So I wanted to talk a little bit about Madden 15. I mean, obviously, probably going to be the end of this month when you watch this, if not very close to it, in terms of the release of the game. And to me, I really see a game that hasn't shown a lot of the flash or the sizzle, so to speak, that we're used to seeing. I mean, the proverbial hype train is almost stuck in neutral. You know, even people in this community have already started to talk about next year or having patience, that the developers want a better game too. You know, that's nice. You know, it's great lip service, but, you know, I'm really tired of being told about it. I mean, look at the lifespan of my channel here. I'm ready to see it. You know, I've been sold it. I'm ready to actually see it on field. And to me right now, from what I've seen of Madden 15, it's just not showing me it. You know, I can't break down the footage for those of you who keep commenting or asking me. You know, I'm not permitted by EA to use the footage until the demo or the game releases. You know, if I do, it puts my channel at a copyright risk. And I'm not willing to do that, and I'm sure you guys would rather deal with a little bit lack of content with Madden 15 now to get a truckload of it later. So, you know, when I watched the live stream, to me, you know, I watched Scott O'Gallagher play NBA Live pre-release, and he made that game look flawless. And I'll be upfront with you, I'm not a big NBA fan, but obviously I went to people I trust in the community and looked at their reviews on it, and I can tell you hands down, he made the game look and play better than it actually was, apparently. And that's my point. If you have a hand in building something, you should be able to get the most out of it. It should look the most impressive as a game with a developer at the helm. So to me, that's kind of what bothers me about the live stream. I mean, the gameplay was questionable, in my opinion. You know, why can we still see flaws in trailers? Why can we still see flaws in that live stream? And I'm not advocating doctoring footage. I mean, listen, that's been done to the extreme in Madden 2006. But, you know, can they really not modify sliders? Can they really not adjust game speed? Is there not something that they can do to make the game look more presentable to a consumer? I mean, even in the hand-picked replays, things look sketchy. You know, we've heard Rex admit it himself in the video. You know, wide receiver, defensive back interactions are just not where they want. And, you know, that's been a main topic of my videos for years. You know, it's hard for me to understand that jostling and defensive line, halfback interactions are not going to be fixed this year. I mean, those are two of the largest issues that we've harped on continually as a community. And to be honest with you, those are things that are going to keep this game in the shadow of 2K until they're implemented properly. And, you know, to be honest with you, you know, them coming out and saying that the game, having the jostling isn't where they want it to be, that's a bit more powerful than, you know, me making a video or me showing you when they're showing you and they're telling you. So, you know, at least to a degree, you know, we have an admittance that the game isn't exactly where they want it to be, which is good. I mean, I'm glad that nobody's going to sit there and rest on their laurels of the current version of this game. And to be transparent, you know, I've been emailing back and forth with Clint Oldenburg, and, you know, I certainly can't sit here and read his messages at verbatim, but I can sum them up for you in 2 words. You know, motivated and accountable. You know, this guy understands the game has issues. He realizes, and I realize, and you guys should too, that they're not all his. You know, a lot of this is legacy stuff. But the guy's willing to put in the hours to correct it, and that's the important thing. Now, you know, just because he's a cool guy and he has thick skin doesn't mean that we can't, you know, converse and disagree. I mean, he listens to what I have to say. He gives me some insight from not only his NFL experience, but game developing experience, and I can learn from it. You know, and I appreciate that. Now, just because I have a line to a developer, you know, doesn't excuse my absence from the community, because the people that you guys want to hear me can hear me. You know, in all honesty, to me, it makes my content even more relevant. It makes me need to make more content because not only do I depend on you guys for supporting me, but we also know that it's at least going to the right place. So to not make more content with Madden 16 or Madden 15 would be almost hypocritical. You know, I can't complain about something not being right if I'm too lazy to show you that it's wrong. So, I mean, that's what really brings me to the conclusion of this, with honestly a little bit of fear about the path this game is going. I mean, when the game looks so similar, with the improvements maybe not being enough to enhance a fledgling fan base, if you will, where does that leave Madden 15? I mean, what happens if this core group of developers who are willing, like no other group was, to listen and interact with us, you know, goes to the wayside and catches the blame for years of bad gameplay? I mean, legacy issues of bad gameplay that they really, you know, obviously struggled to get turned around. So, to me, it's going to come down to this. You know, the second year into a next-gen game, is it going to be enough? Because right now, the tail end of Madden 25, I don't see anything that makes me say to myself, this is why I purchased a next-gen console. This game gives me a next-gen experience. I can't even point to one area that does that. And if Madden 15 doesn't bring that, I think, in all honesty, the game is in trouble. So, I really expect this year to be the biggest for my channel. I really do. I mean, I'm ready for the challenge of another game to break down. I'm really proud to see people in the community start to grow and make videos. We've got a larger network than we've ever had before of people sharing the love they have for football, just in a way that, you know, a lot of people haven't been exposed to yet. And that's, you know, breaking football down with a video game. So with that in mind, I appreciate you guys watching this. And as you know, I will be back in the week with more content.